welcome po sa lahat, and I would just like to introduce myself. I will be your speaker for tonight. So yes, I am Robin, a mechanical engineer by profession. But I have a story to share to you. Di ba? May sasabihin po ako, aminin ko, I never practiced this profession. And the reason is because I've always wanted to do something else. So, sino po yung mga engineer in the house? I would like to know. Di ba? Type me if you're an engineer. Okay, so we may not be the same kasi ako naman, I've always wanted to teach instead. So teaching is my passion, but being a teacher is not always as good as it sounds, di ba? Alam naman natin na the problem is minsan kulang sa sweldo, di ba? So sino yung mga teacher dyan? I would like to see you, di ba? Please type me, di ba? If you're a teacher as well. Okay, so I would just like to share this story with you. Baka po makarelate kayo. So kasi as a math and engineering instructor, the story was that I wasn't really earning enough from my job. That's the truth. It was only enough to fill my needs for the month. And sometimes, alam niyo yung kulang pa. And I have this story na nakakahiya kasi I would borrow money from my parents just so I could get to work. Imagine that. So parang it defeats the purpose, right? And parang I also felt stuck in that 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Alam mo yung cycle na you go to work, right? You spend your 8 to 5 there. Tapos at the end of the day, magmamadali kang umuwi. Pag uwi mo, of course, you're gonna spend some time checking papers. You're gonna sleep. Then you're gonna wake up early. You go to work, paulit-ulit, right? Then I look at all my colleagues. They've been doing the same thing for the last 40 years. Sabi ko, what? I don't think I can do the same. It felt so limiting, di ba? Does it sound familiar? It's this endless cycle na paulit-ulit. And lastly, I think this was the worst feeling for me. That I felt that if I settled at my job, it would also mean that I would be stuck in the four walls of the classroom and I might never achieve my dreams. Grabe, ganun siya ka-intense. But something happened that really changed my life. So my brother, bigla siyang umuwi from Manila and he quit his 6-digit job. So I asked him, why would you quit a 6-digit job? That's my dream income. And he told me something na talagang nag-stick sa akin until now. Sabi niya ganito, Robin, hindi tayo yaman sa pag-empleyado. Yayaman tayo sa pagnenegosyo. And that was the time that I really decided, okay, I'm gonna look for a business. I read all these business books. So as you can see in the picture, dati nagtuturo ako, pero I was really doing a side thing. I was reading all these business books. I was looking for business opportunity, and then I encountered a friend who was into business. I asked him what he was doing. And voila, diba? That was the best part of this journey that I'm about to share with you because he shared something na akin ding i-share sa inyo, something, an opportunity that totally changed my life. Okay? Like 5 years later, okay, spoiler alert, okay? What happened was that I grew a lot personally. I was able to finally found a way around my finances. And from not earning enough, right now I could earn 10 times more than I did. From that feeling of being stuck in the classroom, now I literally can work from anywhere. Right? Like literally, okay? And finally, from being fearful that I may never achieve my dreams, now I have so much hope that by doing this opportunity, kaya ko ma-achieve yung dreams because kaya kong i-target that I could earn more than just enough for myself and that I could help other people as well. So are you interested to hear more about this opportunity I'm about to share to you? So if you're just as excited as me, I want to see you type 1 down there in the chat box. Sige nga. Ayan, so I could see meron pala mga engineers and mga teachers. So hello po sa inyo. So good evening and again, welcome dun sa mga kakapasok pa lang. So, I'll start. But before we begin, I think it's very important for us to ask the questions, di ba? Are you also experiencing some of these challenges that you see on your screen right now? Money, time, and health. Okay, so these are the challenges that we are facing right now. Di ba? All generations, bata matanda, may problem ka talaga dito. And ako, like, I could really relate to the money problem. Ayan. Who among you can relate to the money problem? Okay, type 1 down there in the chat box. So, It's a big problem. Why? Because the world economy is constantly changing. And right now, it is drastically changing again. If you notice, di ba, everything is going online. And I'm sorry about what happened with the COVID pandemic. I'm sure a lot of you lost their jobs, yung ibang business na close, but that is really the case. Now, if you look at these different industries na nakikita nyo dito sa, rather companies na nakikita nyo dito sa screen nyo right now, are you familiar with them? Amazon, Tesla, Facebook, Airbnb, Netflix, Uber, familiar kayo sa kanila? Right, what's common among them? They're all they're all they're all big companies, right? But what's really common among them is that even before their competitors went online, they were already spearheading their online space. Okay, so in other words, nauna na sila doon. Okay, na-maximize na nila yung online space. And that has been the trend. Kasi if you notice, si McDonald's, right? Natakot tayo kasi may news na marami daw McDonald's store ang nagsasara. So in other words, affected din sila ng pandemic. But you know what's the truth? The truth is that hindi na-affect yung sales sila. Bakit? Because anytime and anywhere, you can just get your phone. You can just key in your order, and then you can get a quarter pounder then and there. Bakit? Kasi they have a Mac delivery online. And this is just not the case for McDonald's. Other restaurants as well. Okay? Kasi meron na tayong mga Uber and Grab food, di ba? Anytime, anywhere. Completely online, you can order food. That has been the case dahil sa online. And if you look at this, okay, famous people ba sila? Sino sila? You see Kanye West, you see LeBron, and you also see The Rock. Anong common sa kanila? Lahat sila sikat. Okay? And these people are leveraging their influence to promote brands that they like. Like, for example, Adidas, Nike, or Under Armour. And they also make money from it. So what's the point here? The point here is that you can actually utilize your influence as well. Like, I want you to check this person out. Okay, sikat na sikat, di ba? Familiar ba kayo sa kanya? Kylie Jenner. Okay, so now we hear the Jenner name, di ba? They're famous. So, Kylie Jenner has been dubbed as the youngest self-made billionaire by age 21. Imagine that. Bakit? Because she has this line of cosmetics. And if you look at it, she never had like a physical store talaga na parang siya yung nagpatayo. Okay? She maximized online. Meron siyang Shopify, and she also maximized social media and her influence in order for her to build this empire of a business. Now, you might say, well, I'm no Kylie Jenner. Okay, that's not the point. The point here is that every time you buy a product, diba, what do? It's either you take a picture of it, you go to a restaurant, you take a picture of the food, you tell people about what you eat. In other words, there's a way for you to influence people right now, and it has never been easier because of social media. And you can do it completely online. It doesn't matter if you have 1 million followers, 1,000 followers, 10 followers. The point is you can influence people online. And this is how we are going to see how people really make money in the world right now. Okay, so there's 4 ways that people really make money. And if you're familiar with Robert Kiyosaki, okay, sino sa inyo familiar with Robert Kiyosaki, right? He's a financial guru. So sabi niya, there's 4 ways that you can earn income right now. It's either number 1, you find a job that you love. Okay, so you get employed. But if you're employed, the problem is, di ba? If you want to earn, you have to work 8 hours. If you want to double your income, you have to double your time and effort. But if you want to triple your income, can you work for 24 hours? Not really. Okay, so it's so hard to keep up with that pace. So in other words, limited ka by your own time and effort. On the other hand, you can be self-employed. And self-employed people is that you have a job that you love. Okay, so you own the job. Like, for example, doctors, lawyers, accountants. They're highly skilled and they're highly paid. They can have their own clinics or firm, and small business owners as well. But the problem is, if you don't open your store, will you still earn? Hindi, di ba? Okay, if you don't open your clinic, will you still earn? Okay, so in other words, being self-employed means that you are also limited by your own time and effort. Okay, and Robert says people here earn what we call the linear type of income. And on the other side, this is where you can earn what we call a leverage type of income, and pwede kang mag-start ng own business mo or be a big business owner. Now, you might say, big business, pero malaking capital, di ba? But it's not just huge business, you can also utilize the online space as I was talking about. Pwede ka maging influencer, you can maximize social media, you can start your own YouTube, you can start your own online store, all these things, okay? Marami nang pwedeng gawin online. And finally, the best way for you, di ba, to earn right now, aside from making business, is if you are already in business, you become an investor and make the money work for you. These are different ways. Okay, so my way for you to earn. But arguably, sabi ni Robert Kiyosaki, the best way would be to start your own business. Okay, but I understand. The problem is, well, Robin, yes, you might say, start your own business, but we know what's the big problem. Aside from huge capital, it takes a lot of time to start my own business. Tama? Don't you agree? Yes. Kaya nga, that's the next problem that we are going to talk about. The next challenge is the challenge of time. Like, how much time do you really have in a day? Like 24 hours in a day, 8 hours you have to work. 8 hours you have to sleep. Probably more, probably less. Okay. You need time for your family. Okay, so say 3 hours. You need time to eat with your friends or I don't know, di ba, hobbies mo. Or you might work out, you might watch TV 2 hours. So probably in a day on average, meron lang tayong 1 hour of free time. What can you do with 1 hour? Okay, the point here is that kahit 1 hour lang yan, we have to be wise where we spend our time because it's our greatest economical resource. Tama? And so I'm going to show you ways for you to utilize your time. If you're the kind of person who likes to work alone, here is what you can do. Did you know that in the next 40 years, if you work 50 hours per week, you will total 100,000 hours. So that's the average working hours in a person's lifespan. Okay, now there's a way that you can cut this. And the idea is that you work with a team. Okay, imagine yourself working with a team of, say, 100 people. Now, you have 1 hour per day, that's 5 hours per week. Did you know that if you spend 5 hours per week with a team of 100 people, in just 4 years, you can cover 100,000 hours? In just 4 years. Imagine that. The power of working with the team. And I'm going to share more about that later. But that's based on this opportunity. But before that, I want to talk about this next challenge, the challenge of health. Okay, question. Sino sa inyo ang may challenge sa health? Okay, it's either meron kayong existing sickness, like ako, asthmatic ako eh. Sino sa inyo? Okay, I want to see you type 1 down there in the chat box. Okay, if you can relate, or type me. Okay, so ako, asthmatic, or probably you wanna achieve a certain physique, you wanna look good for the summer, kayo ba yun? Okay, arguably, you know, the trend is a lot of people have health challenges right now. Bakit? Because you can see it in the figures. Did you know? Eto ha, entertainment is a $2.6 trillion industry. Tech is a $3.4 trillion industry. Okay, entertainment is all the Netflix, all the Avengers, all the Marvel. Tech is all the Apple or the Google or all the Facebook. Did you know that if you combine all these, health still, diba, is greater than this combined total of $11.9 trillion. And that's 12 zeros. Ganyan kalaki yung health industry. As in, it's really big, right? And it's like parang ganito, di ba? The idea is you get into this space. You don't have to own the $11.9 trillion. Even getting a slice of the pie is already okay. It's like when you go to a party, usually, di ba, may nag-serve ng pizza. Yung pizza, 8 slices lang. So, mahihiya kang kumuha kasi baka wala nang matira sa iba. But in this case, in the health and wellness industry, hindi kang mahihiyang kumuha ng space dyan. Bakit? Because there's 11.9 trillion slices. There's like enough for everyone, okay? The idea is to get into that space. And it's becoming a trend. It's becoming mainstream. If you look at your Instagram right now or your Facebook, look at the My Day. Look at the My Story. look at the Instagram feed. Ano nakikita nyo? It's either people are getting ready for their summer body, they're working out, or they're showing healthy foods, or they're taking vitamins. Check nyo. Okay? Because it's becoming mainstream. And this is the game changer for me because pinarealize sa akin when this was being shown to me. And did you know, it's becoming a trend right now that people are taking vitamins. In fact, a huge percentage of the population is already open to taking vitamins. Like, I think it was in the COVID pandemic, ubos talaga yung stocks niya. Okay, nagkakaubusan. And that was the time, I realized if I am to go into business, I would go into a space that is already easily marketable. Tama? That's what I did. And so when my friend showed to me this, Usana, sabi ko, okay, I'm gonna decide to partner with Usana. And I'm gonna show to you, Usana Health Sciences. Okay, so we're a company that's founded by a scientist. Okay, so this is Dr. Myron Metz. As you can see him, he's a PhD in immunology and microbiology, and the whole company centers around his dream. Okay, and his dream is that we become the healthiest family on earth. Now, if you want to be someone who wants to be part of the healthiest family on earth, type yes down in the chat box below. Okay, gusto mo ba maging part ng healthiest family on earth? So for me, that was, sabi ko, okay, I'm gonna write it on. And nakita ko doon na maganda pala talaga ang history ni Isana. Did you know that Isana started all the way back in the 70s? So he was still developing gall laboratories. He was into disease diagnosis. So the problem before was that uh, people were no longer dying of degenerative disease, of rather infectious disease, mas degenerative disease na sila. And so Myron Wentz decided, okay, instead of disease diagnosis, I'm gonna switch into optimizing health. And that was the time he founded Disana in 1992. Okay, and he has all these outstanding achievements, as you can see here. But one of the main achievements that he got is the Albert Einstein Award. Na award po siya, and it's an outstanding achievement in life sciences kasi napakalaki po ng contribution niya. So hooray for our founder, di ba? But if that's not enough, amazingly, Usana already has a 25-year history. We're publicly traded. We are FDA registered. We have billions in sales, and we are 24 markets worldwide. In fact, baka may kakilala kayo, okay? Baka nandito sila in the countries that you can see here right now. Usana is available there. Now, if you start Usana business, alam nyo ba that they can already, if they're interested to use the products, they can already access Usana in these markets and makikredit yung sale sa'yo. That's how amazing Usana is, okay? So it can be an international business. But don't take it from me, okay? Masyado kong binibida si Usana. When I've heard of these accolades, it's third-party certification, doon ako bumili. Did you know that we are a #1 rated direct selling brand? We became Company of the Year. Okay, we are one of the best nutritional supplement manufacturers. And eto nakakataba ng puso. Ang dami na po nating tinulungan. 40 million meals in 26 countries po pinapamigay. Okay? But I think the best part about this is that a lot of Olympic and professional athletes trust Usana. In fact, there's thousands of them, ranging from Olympic gold medalists, from pro skaters, boxers, even the mga Filipino athletes natin, di ba? So these are just some of the Olympians who are using Usana. So ang ganda talaga ng products. But if you're familiar with some Filipino athletes like L.A. Tenorio, Japoy Lizardo, Alaysa Valdez, they're part of the Team Pilipinas ni Usana. And in fact, Usana is a tie-up with the Philippine Sports Commission. Yes. Okay, amazing, di ba? Now, you might say, well, Robin, hindi ko na kailangan mag-vitamins. Why? Well, kasi I eat a lot of fruits and vegetables. I think I'm healthy. I think I don't need it. So, alam mo, I would agree with you. I would completely agree with you, especially if you're eating healthy. But I realized, eto, pinakita sa akin. Alam mo ba, na in order for you to eat healthy in a day, you need to eat 18 oranges a day. Grabe. Okay, that's 18 oranges a day. And 80 medium bananas. Oh, how are you gonna fit that in your stomach? Okay, that's the first problem. Second problem, ang mahal, right? So when my friend showed this to me, if you take a dose of RE Sana Cell Essentials, alam mo ba that you can get all the nutrition you need in a day, diba? And you don't need to spend so much as $30 a day. Okay, napakamura. Yeah. Okay, so great, di ba? It saves a lot of time. Now, I'm going to show you the rest of the products in Usana. And the first, ayun na, I just showed you a teaser, is a nutritionals. Okay, so eto kasi, this is depende sa iyo. Okay, so we have what we call a personalized nutrition. But the best product that we have, our flagship product, is the Cell Essentials. Okay, kasi in just one dose, okay, one daily dose, you already are sure na healthy ka. Okay, that you're getting the right nutrients that you need. And you feel immediately, okay, sasarap yung tulog mo. You have more energy. Actually, sa akin, napansin ko, nag-better yung bowel movement ko and nag-improve yung metabolism ko. But most importantly, di ba, nag-improve talaga yung skin quality ko. But there are also other, okay, products that depende sa laga sa need mo. Like for example, if you have something, we have something for the heart, right? The eyes, like eyes more for the brain. You have something for the cellular health mo. You have something for the hormones, the bones, the joints. Meron tayong para sa gut, sa liver, ganun. Meron pa tayong for kids. You have a different body, di ba? You have a different need for each person. Ganun naman talaga. But we also have food and energy. Okay. If you look at this, yung 3 packs na nakikita nyo dito, that's the Nutri-Meal. Nutri-Meal is a healthy meal replacement. Nako, napakasarap yan. It comes in 3, strawberry, vanilla, and chocolate. Na pwede siya pampapayat or pwede pang manage ng weight. And we also have a skincare. Ito naman is free from all the harmful chemicals. And okay, pang iba-ibang types of skin siya. Meron pang dry, meron pang combination or oily. So it serves the need na kailangan mo para sa skin mo. And lastly, we have personal care. Right now in the Philippines, we have an amazing toothpaste for longer, fresher breath and talagang makakaputi ng ngipin. So whitening toothpaste po natin yan. So, di ba maganda yung products? I'm sure nagustuhan nyo na din. And did you know that doctors actually approved Sana? Bakit? Kasi we are in doctors' references. So, if you're familiar with physicians' desk references, nandun tayo. And if you can see, go to National Bookstore, nasa PPD tayo, or that's the Bible of Nurses, makikita nyo doon Sana. So, it's very safe to take if yun yung kinakatakutan nyo. Okay? Now, the products are really good. In fact, marami siyang naitulong sa akin as an asthmatic. Did you know, even if asthmatic ako ngayon, I can lift heavy weights, I can do intense cardio. So, of course, it's gonna be different for every person, but it helps me keep an active lifestyle. But one of the best benefits that I got in Gisana is that I found a way around my crumbling finances as a teacher. Okay, and I'm gonna share it with you. But before I share it with you, gusto ko lang munang mag-leave ng disclaimer. Ganito po yun. Not everybody is really earning. Bakit? Kasi less than 45% is earning zero. Ano ibig sabihin nun? May associates hindi nag-earn? Yes po. Because they don't choose to earn. Okay. They just choose to get the account so that they get the discounts in the products. Pwede mo ring gawin yan. But I'm gonna tell you, if you're looking at this as a potential earning opportunity, pwede. Kasi 30% is earning around $200 and 20%, the rest, is earning more than that. And I'm gonna show how. Okay, there's 6 ways that you earn in Isana. Question, in your company, how many ways are you earning? So probably 1 or 2, di ba? Kasi pwedeng yung salary, pwedeng bonus. But in here, you have 6 ways, and I'm gonna run through each one. The first is you get the products discounted and you can retail. So you buy less and then you sell for more. The profit is yours. And then, pwede rin the weekly commissions. Okay, so this is my favorite. Alam nyo ba that you can earn up to 20% of the volume generated in your organization? Now, ngayon, since Sana nag-operate internationally, you can earn in dollars and directly deposited yan sa bank account nyo from Bank of America. Now, the conversion rate right now is 51 pesos. That means you're earning in dollars, but you're spending in peso. Now, let's use terms na understandable. Familiar kayo with McDonald's? So, di ba, it's a franchise. So, sila, if hindi nagbenta ng burger, will they get paid? Hindi. So, sana hindi tayo nagbebenta ng burger. Di ba? Instead, binibenta natin yung sana products. Now, ganito. Each product has a corresponding point value. Okay. And as we move points, we will receive commission. Now, question ko sa iyo. Mas madali bang mag-move ng points na mag-isa or with a team of people? So, of course, with a team of people, di ba? So, the idea here is that you build a network and through your network, you start moving products. So, yung nakikita niyo dito is just a simple illustration, di ba? All you have to do is to open your business center, as you can see there, and you have to build two organizations. We call them the left and the right. Now, your network is composed of people buying the product. So, people, ito yung mga people na they share the health and the wealth side of Hisana. And since this is a team effort, magiging group sales volume siya. Like I'll show you ha. For example, ganito. You sponsored Jen on the left and Bob on the right. As soon as Jen and Bob, they start buying products for themselves and i-share din nila sa iba, you are already starting to build an organization where you start moving points. Now, to calculate your commissions, madali lang siya. Ang gagawin nyo lang is ganito, okay? All you sana does is look at the smaller side, which is 2,500 points. And as long as it's more than 125 points, multiply to 20%, that's your commission. So in this example, it is 2,500 times 20%, so that's $500. 25,000 na already in 1 week. Okay, and the unpaid points will roll over the following week. And some of you will say, sales pala siya, hindi. You know what I think? It's a leadership job, okay? Because the more that you handle your organization well, you get paid well. Diba? That determines your commission. Now, the third, eto naman, other bonuses na lang to, okay? So, eto naman is the lifetime matching bonus. So, question ko sa inyo, di ba? When you sponsor someone in your business, would you like that they earn $100 or $1,000 per week? So, of course, $1,000, di ba? So, dito naman kasi, Usana is willing to give you 15% match from the commission added to your income doon sa na-sponsor mo. So, in other words, the company will incentivize you to help your people so that you earn more. Kaya napaka-powerful ng bonus na yan. Okay? And now we just have other bonuses like this one, the Leadership Summit. They take 3% of worldwide commissions, they put it in a bonus pool, and they give it back to the leaders. We also have an elite bonus, ayan, where it's 1% or that's more than $2 million. That's quarterly shared in the top earners of Hisana. Napaka-generous. And finally, we have the incentives. Now, who does not want luxurious free travel for two? Di ba? Lahat tayo gusto natin yan. Like, alam nyo ba, Usana generously rewards 5-star travel incentives for your hard work. Okay, so sino ba gusto na travel? I wanna see you down there type 2. Okay, excited kayo sa travel. Okay, so Usana also offers that. Now, how can you get started in this? So before we go to there, I just want to show you that Usana actually has a huge income potential, but it requires a lot of work. Okay, so I'm just gonna give that disclaimer. But if you're looking at it as a potential for earning, pwede talaga siyang mag-offer ng full-time income. And this is how it works. You just open your business center, either one business center or 3 business center, and then you share the products. You look for people that you know who might need the products or the business, and you have to be teachable kasi this is a teaching business. Okay? So you will know naman step by step how to do it. There's a system of how we do it, but this is basically how it works. How do you open your business centers? Ganito lang. Either you choose a 1 business center or 3 business center. If you want to open a 1 business center, pwede ka na mag-open ng 1 business center with just 6 pairs of essentials or 200 points. Okay, discounted na yan. If you're open a 3 business center, pwede 12 pairs of essentials or that's 400 points. Now, Robin, pwede ba hindi sa essentials? Pwede ba yung ibang product? Gusto ko magpapayat, gusto ko mag-Nutrimil, gusto ko mag-skincare? The answer is yes. That's the good news. You can choose either of the products as long as umabot siya ng 200 points or 400 points, you have a business center. And the good news is all these products are discounted. So, that is basically where I end this very, very short sharing opportunity. And I hope that you've seen a lot of value in what this can give for you. But now my question is, who will you be with Yisana? Okay, that's the big question. Because when I was just starting out, I could remember I was this person na takot kung paano ko ibebenta yung mga products or what am I gonna do. But you know what? 5 years later into this opportunity, I've seen a lot of growth in myself, not just in finances, but also personal growth. I've seen a lot of growth in my leadership, and I hope that this will be the case for you too. Because I just started with just motivation na I want to be healthier, I want to have better finances. But you know, you're going to see a lot of growth in yourself. And the next question, you will look at yourself at the mirror, you'll ask yourself the, wow, who have I become in the last 5 years in Isada? But the thing here is that you have to start somewhere. So you might be thinking, well, I can start right now. I don't have anything. Alam nyo, talk to the person who invited you, especially if you have questions. And pwede baka pagplanuhan nyo how you can get started. Because I started without any capital, pero ginawan ko lang siya ng paraan. Because I believe, and this is what Zig Ziglar is saying, you don't have to be great to start. You just have to start to be great. I invite you to start somewhere, and my challenge for you is that you find a way to be healthier and happier, to be more financially capable, because every decision is just within the palm of your hands. My wish for you is that you also become part of the healthiest family on earth. Thank you so much, everyone, for being here tonight. Diba? This has been a great Work from Anywhere presentation. So that is all, and have a great night, everyone.